tell my family to pick me up. There was some kind of train scare with the transport from concourses, so I just wound up grabbing a bite to eat and waiting it out. There was like hundreds of people in this crammed space where the trains are. I also want to mention this standby life is crazy. It was like to the finish. Getting on this last flight, there was these two ladies that had the two last seats, and they were coming from another flight. Their seats were reserved, but I was there, and so the guy had to make a call because time had run out for them to load up the plane, and I wound up getting on. So I was able to get on both flights, standby, the first time without waiting. But yeah, my adrenaline, I was like, oh Lord, this might be too much. That life might be too much, but it's amazing. I'm here. The mountains are beautiful. I miss the Rockies. We're getting ready to get into it. Get some walking and some stretches and some spinning exercises to help Mama get labor going, and I'll check in with you guys and let you know what's popping. But yeah, we're about to just get into it. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can see. It's like 65, 70 degrees, so I'm not mad at it at all. Hey guys, so I am officially in town with my family, and once I got here, I connected with Mama, just checking in to see how she's feeling. She's contracting a little bit, and so we decided to go for a walk around the neighborhood. So we did altogether probably about a mile and a half or so. And as we're walking, we're just kind of casually, gently walking, allowing the waves of the contractions to come. And then we're hitting a couple of lunges back to back or a couple of squats back to back. So that's what we've been doing for the last 45 minutes or so. When I first got here, I just helped to straighten up a little bit, just touching base with the family, seeing how they're feeling. We did probably like a half a mile, and then she had to come back in, go to the bathroom, and wanted to spend some time on the yoga ball, so we did that. So at this stage of the game, typically once you get into town, yes, we're baby watching, but we're also creating an environment that facilitates consistent contractions and gets the ball consistently rolling. So sometimes when folks have had consistent contractions throughout the week, they just need a walk or a certain exercise or some oxytocin to really get, you know, the groove going. So tonight is all about relaxing, resting, staying hydrated, affection, getting that oxytocin, grooving, sweet stuff, just things that are really going to make her feel good and really allow her to rest well. So the other goal too is that we need her to be fully rested and fully hydrated for when it is actually go time. So we're doing all of this earlier in the day. It's about 4:15. We're chillaxing. We are gonna watch movies. There's some movies that she wants to finish. We're going to eat some good food. We're gonna laugh. If she wants chocolate, hot bath, well, semi-hot bath. Her midwife went ahead and gave her a pass for that, to take a hotter bath than she has been taking. And so yeah, and then I'm gonna snuggle in. This evening I will probably do a lot of playing with my older doula baby, who's a couple years old, just to take that off of their hands and allow them to really rest and connect as a couple. But we're getting ready to get into that, get into dinner, allow her to chillax and recover from the awesome walk with lunges and squats that we just did. And that's it. So overnight we'll see what happens, and we'll see what's popping tomorrow. Stop. Hey, come on. 2 squares. That's 2 squares. Good job. Hey family. So we are on day 2 of Baby Watch. I am in Colorado. waiting on baby number 2 with this family. I'll just share with you some of the things that are happening so far. Yesterday we did a couple laps around the neighborhood just to get some contractions consistent. Today the family went ahead and made an appointment with the chiropractor, so they went and got an adjustment. Just as a side note, chiropractic care is amazing during pregnancy and really helps your body get into alignment so that as it's time for baby to come and you're birthing, your canal, your bones, your skeleton is in full alignment to facilitate a more helpful and conducive environment for the baby to come. I won't say that it makes it easier, but the feedback that I've gotten back from my clients about chiropractic care was that it really helped to ease things up. So they went to go ahead and get their adjustment. While I'm here waiting, I am straightening up the house, the kitchen, cleaning the floors, just making sure that everything is tidy. Okay, sorry about that, we got cut off. Basically making sure that when baby does get here, everything is clean and calm and the energy in the home is just comfortable for the family. Sometimes we don't know it, but when things aren't tidy and in order, we can have our own personal hesitation about the birthing process. And so I always want to come in and just make sure that things are tidy. I'm not necessarily doing an overhaul. Like I said, I'm just, taking little things off of their plate, making sure the dishes are done while they're at their chiropractic appointment. Just took some bleach wipes, wiped down the bathroom, the sink, and did the floors. But my goal is to be well rested. I still have my water. I'm almost done, but like my chlorophyll water, like that is something every day I do just to make sure that I have the energy that I need. Yesterday it was pretty heavy on the sibling care as well. So the other aspect to doula care is if a family already has children, even when labor has begun, leading up to it, especially if you're traveling and you're spending time with the family, sometimes it just takes a load off to hang out with the other children and to kind of entertain them so that the parents don't have that added worry and they can really begin to relax their body. So their older child is my doula baby from a few years ago, and so we are familiar with each other. That's my baby. Love her to pieces, and so we've just been hanging out and acting goofy and trying to allow time for mom to do her thing, maybe get some work done and tie up any loose ends that need to be tied up. So anyway, these are just a couple of snippets in the day of the life of a doula. Most families are very accommodating. Their family is no exception. Grandpa, comes through in the morning and makes breakfast for folks, and we're enjoying coffee and telling stories together, and it's really just a great time for us to bond together as we are anticipating the arrival of the baby. So that's what my day 2 is looking like. We're ramping up, so this is my rebozo. I'm ready. Normally when the rebozo comes out, we're ready to get things popping, so we're gonna get into some action as soon as I get back from the chiropractor, and I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so it is Thursday morning, and I am headed back. I spent the last few days helping to prepare the home and helping mom get ready for the delivery of the baby. The baby has not yet been born, but I'm going to be virtually supporting them once labor actually begins. So we're hoping that this is probably most likely going to be a Christmas baby. Not every long distance travel support is like that. In this particular case, I knew very clearly that I would be cutting it close with my own moving date. And so I do have to head back east, and the family is clear and knew that I would be supporting them virtually no matter what. But I wanted to come, lay hands, help support, get things together and ready as much as possible, as well as just see if baby would come while I was here. And so it's been amazing. It's been an awesome trip. Our flight is delayed this morning by like 2 hours or so. So I'm hoping that I can actually make my connecting flight in Chicago. But other than that, it's been amazing. I got to spend time with my doula baby and clients that kind of turned into family over the years. And yeah, so I'll keep you posted on the outcomes. But this is literally, you know, it's a day in the life, and so anything can happen and or not happen. Birth is truly unpredictable, and for the most part, when you're traveling, you are working around not only your own personal schedule, but your, you know, the family schedule and the baby schedule. And that's just what it is. We don't control the babies or when they come. We just make sure that we prepare a space for them so that when it's time, they have a loving and wonderfully clean, awesome home to come to. So anyway, I'll check back in with you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am super tired. I just couldn't sleep, so I don't know what that means for the rest of my day, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. Happy New Year! So this is just a little snippet. I'm gonna really have to hop back in and get into more detail, but long story short, I am driving cross country today, and my client, whom I was traveling the other way cross country for, went into labor this morning. And so we've been keeping tabs all day. Things intensified towards the evening, and I'm like, okay, you know, keep me posted. So we decided to make a halfway pit stop just because we were stopping at rest stops and all of this. Basically, the timing of it all was just going to be interesting, so we decided to stop and visit some family halfway. And so on the highway, we had pulled over a couple of times into the what do you call them, rest stops, talking to the husband, checking in, boom, 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 boom. I check in after one of their updates, and basically we stayed on the phone after that moment forward. And honey, so I'm on the highway driving, I'm on speakerphone, my poor dog, this little chihuahua here, is listening to mama go through labor and is like empathizing, like, like, she okay, she okay. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay, so we are then driving, and I have all of my luggage strapped to the top of my car. I'm like, you know, coaching, you're doing great, da 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 da. Pop! One of my little handle thingies that keeps the thing on the roof, the case that like carries all of your, that encloses all your luggage and keeps it weatherproof. Anyway, that pops. So I'm driving, and I'm holding the things like, God, please don't let my luggage fall off the top of my car. Please let this baby get here safely. Please let this dog shut up so I can drive in peace and coach this family in peace. It's like all these prayers going up. But honey, let me just tell you, it's always an adventure. It is literally always an adventure. Then I pulled up to my family's house, and they were like, yeah, we'll leave the alarm. They had plans. They're like, yeah, we'll turn the alarm off for you. Guess what? Alarm was not turned off. So we're like, oh, we made it. Literally, the baby was born as we pulled up in front of his house. And I'm like, okay, perfect, everything, you know, they're kind of, okay, we're gonna call you back. I'm like, awesome. Get in the house. That wasn't fireworks. Nah, sit down. We won't keep it real. That wasn't fireworks. You know, people like to pop off in the city for New Year's, so gotta stay safe. But yeah, it was insane. The alarm is like going off in the house, and I'm like, I don't have time to meet the police tonight. So we just hopped back in the car, and I called my family like, yo, the alarm was not turned off, but we're gonna be down the street because I've had enough adventure for the evening. But I'm making this quickly just so that I can splice this in later, just so that you're getting like an authentic moment in the experience of what it's like to virtually support, long distance support. Anything can happen. Timing is whatever it's gonna be. we out here. The whole family is involved. The dog is like, yo, is she good? Like, I got some concerns. My son surprisingly slept through most of the labor. But anyway, it's an adventure. We are safe. We are rested for the second leg of our trip, but my goodness, Happy New Year. This was like, I keep thinking, you know, oh, this was my most blah, 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 blah birth to support. And literally, I never cease to be amazed. Like, it's just always an amazing adventure and birth.